Hello, those of you at home. Here's your warm-up. You're going to want to pause the video because we are ready to go. Pause the video, do as much of this as you can, and let's hit the ground running. Alrighty, everybody. Can I get you back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do this thing, guys. Here we go. I'm going to paste those. Let's see here. I'd love to get a little bit of help out there. This one's going to come from Sammy. What's your favorite color? Red. Okay. So I'm going to highlight number 1 in red. You'll notice I actually really like to color coordinate these. And if you have colored pencils, colored pens, stuff like that, I actually think it might be a good idea to bust those out and color coordinate these, because when you take your notes, it's good to know which equation made which line. I'm going to get this going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whew, okay. Let's see here. So, Sammy, I want you to show me where this starts and where this goes. So, where does number 1, sorry about that, where does number 1 want to start? Mm-hmm. Right here. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, ruler's on my desk. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Oh, yeah. How did you know to start there, Sammy? Because it's a -7. Very good. Guys, I can't hear Sammy. Oh, ah. Sorry. And then, there we go. And then how do you know to go where you're going?
Because it's +3/2.
That's right. So it goes up 3, right 2. Go ahead, keep going. Put some more dots. Put as many as you can fit. Awesome. And will you show me the reversal as well? Beautiful. Let's get you a line right here. Doink. And then let's make sure it's red for you. There we go. So then, yes, just swirl it around. There you go. Beautiful. Look at that. Such confidence with the lines. Awesome. How many of us were able to get that line for number 1 like Sammy did? You guys doing okay on that? Beautiful. So remember, the number that's not touching the x is telling you where to start. That's that -7. And then the number that is touching the x tells you where to go, because it is your change in y over change in x fraction. That's how Sammy knew to go up 3 and right 2 and not up 2 and right 3, because the change in y was 3, the change in x was 2. Very good. Thank you, Sammy. Let's see here. Eddie, what's your favorite color? Blue. Blue, you got it. Okay. I'm going to do blue here. All right, let's see. I don't know what this thing's doing up there. There you go. All righty. So what I want you to do here is I want you to show me where to start the number 3 and where it goes. So show me where number 3 wants to start and show me where it goes. Let's see it. How did you know to start there, Eddie? It's actually, yeah, the 6 is not touching the x, so that tells me to start on 6. +6, beautiful. Where do we go from there? How did you know to go right and down? That's okay. I got you, Eddie. Check it out. What's different between the slope that Sammy had and the slope that you had? Look at Sammy's and then look at yours. What's different about those two? Check it out. What number am I looking at right here on Sammy's? 3/2, right? Positive or negative? What number am I looking at for you?
Negative.
See, it's negative. That's why we go down and right. It's got that minus sign there. Beautiful. Keep going. Go ahead. Keep it up. There you go. Right 3/2, right 3/2. And that's all we can fit there. Go put it in full reverse. Up 3, left 2. Or left 3, up 2. That works too. Beautiful. Awesome. Now go ahead and attach those with a line. Yeah, I gotcha. So just put the pencil down on one of the dots, give it a swirl, and that'll give you the line. There you go. Bam. How many of us were able to get that line or see how Eddie made that line and aren't too alarmed? You guys doing okay out there? You guys doing okay? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You'll have to see it. Let's see here. Thank you, Eddie. Okay. Does that make a little more sense to you, sir?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, so let's talk about this next one. This next one is the weird one. So let's see if we can talk about what makes it so weird. Let's see. Just got here. That's okay. Probably still working on getting our coordinate plane up. Ava, where does number 2 want to start? Oh, did I make a mistake? Oh, okay. So hold. Put a pin in that, Ava. Michelle. Ah, yeah. You got to watch out for that. So if you're thinking about negative 2/3. Do you remember how we talked about how the negative is like the killer in a horror movie? It could be in the attic, it could be in the basement, but it's not going to be in both. And the thing is, the reason it's not in both is that if it is in both, that's actually the same thing as a positive slope. Going down and left will give you the same thing as a positive slope that goes up when you go left to right. When you have a negative slope, it should be going down left to right like this. Great, excellent, that's good. Okay, sorry, back to you, Ava. Ava, what's your favorite color? Pink. So I'm going to do this one in pink because it does get a little bit funny on us. Where does this one want to start, Ava? In fact, actually, you want to know what, Ava? Yeah, I'm going to have you do this. Can you show me where this one wants to start? Because I'm sure that part's not too bad for you. Perfect. How many of us figured that number 2 was going to start there and weren't too alarmed by that? Great. So, Ava, what makes this one so unpleasant? It's not a fraction, that's right. So we can make it a fraction, though, right? How can I make 5 a fraction? Ooh, 5/1. Always 1, because 5 divided by 8 would be, I don't know, like 0.675 or something like that. But 5/1 would still be 5, and we'd be in good shape. But there's another problem. Where's 5/1 telling you to go from there, Ava? Not quite. That's okay. Watch this. I got you, Ava. I got you, Ava. Hey, I did this one. I noticed a little bit less than half of us were comfortable with this one for one reason or another. Watch this, Ava. So when you're in doubt, you're not sure, what I would do is I would actually write the change in y over the change in x equals 5. And since we need to make it a fraction, here, let's get our head up. Let's go ahead and do that. At least pay attention to what we're up to. Okay, and we're going to make it 5/1, okay? What's my change in y, Ava? And what's my change in x? Which one's my y? This one or that one? This one. So I'm going to give this back to you, and I want you to try to change your y by 5 and your x by 1. Change your y by 5 and your x by 1, and see what happens. Yeah, it goes out of the grid. It goes out of the grid, so we can't do it, right? Except, do you remember my 2-word clue? Full reverse. What is the opposite of up 5 and over 1 and right 1, Ava? Oh, that would be like, that's actually a different word. I think that's the inverse. But the opposite, so what's the opposite of up 5? What's the opposite of right 1? So do that from here, and you're going to get your line. There you go. And see, now we still have that positive slope. Go ahead, take it all the way. Michelle, were you giving it dropping sound effects? Oh, is that right? I'm okay with that either way. No, I'm good either way. I got no problem. I got no beef with that. I'm here for that. Oh, and then the line. Let's see here. That's red. Bam. There you go. All right, go ahead. Whoop. How many of us, by raise of hand, either got that or we see how Ava got that and are not too concerned about something like that? If it doesn't fit on your graph, just put it into full reverse and it'll fit just fine. Let's do this, guys. We got to hurry because there's 3 things we want to talk about that I want you to be able to think about over the weekend. It's the 66th day of school. U.S. Route 66, stretching from Chicago, Illinois to Santa Monica, California, was once a primary east-west route in the U.S. of A. It's also Alaska Talo Day, which is a day to celebrate the strange humor that Alaskans have. Apparently in Alaska, one of the things that you do if you're an Alaskan is if people say something that's wrong, they're like, hey, Where do you see the penguins in Alaska? Instead of being like, oh, I'm sorry, there are no penguins in Alaska, you're supposed to be like, oh yeah, they live up in the moose dens, but they're usually hibernating this time of year. And you just keep going until they realize that you're messing with them. What's our first essential question? And I would love to get that from Aiden. What's our first essential question, sir? How do we graph some of the weirdos of slope intercept form? Go ahead and write that down. While you guys are doing that, guys, Jeopardy! Classic NES games. This game was paired with Super Mario Brothers in 1984 and required the use of an NES zapper to play. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? The NES zapper? Well, I'll bet you I'll tell you the name of the game, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The correct answer is Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt. And then, I know, Duck Hunt's the best. And then Winter Olympic sports, I mean, ski shooting is what it is, but ski shooting is not what it's called. Does anyone know what that event is called? You guys are not aware that this is an event? That there is a race where what you do is on skis, you go around a track, and then you have to hit a target 3 times, and then you have to go back on the track, and then that's how it works. That is the biathlon, Rylan. Very good. The biathlon. What's that? It is cross-country skis. Yeah. It's cool. That's a really cool sport. I like that. Anyway, moving right along, guys. Underneath all this, got a pencil? Oh, we can do better than that. Got a pencil? We've got so little time. Let's do it. Today we're doing the slope intercept weirdos. We got about 6 minutes, so let's make a coordinate plane that goes 6 every direction. Just 6. Doesn't have to be any bigger than that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Okay. 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 And we're going to graph this line on there. I'm going to do it in orange. Y equals negative 1/2 x. That thing looks like it's missing a piece of information. Like I want to read this as instructions on where to start and where to go, but this one is presenting a challenge because it doesn't seem to be giving me one of my pieces of information. Which piece of information appears to be missing, and do you have any ideas of how we can handle that? Teach! Okay, can I get you back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see here. Bethany, what part of this equation seems to be missing? Yeah, where to start? The y-intercept. Do you think you might know how to deal with that? Though that's okay. I'll tell you guys, with the exception of one of the weirdos that we'll go over, all of these have some secret, invisible stuff that we can use. Do you think you might know what it is, Michelle? Yeah, there's a secret plus 0 here. There's a secret plus 0. And you can use that to just graph it normally. Right here, and then down 1, right 2, down 1, right 2, down 1, right 2, up 1, left 2, up 1, left 2, up 1, left 2. Okay, here we go. Next weirdo. And again, I just want to do these fast so that you can think about them over the weekend. Y equals negative 4. What piece of information does that seem to be missing, and how do you think we handle that? Teach! Okay. Can I get you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Adele, what does it seem to be missing? The change in y over the change in x. Very good. The slope. And do you have any ideas of how we might deal with that? That's all right. I'll give you a hint. The nice thing is it tells us where to begin. Adele, where is it telling us to begin? Yeah, so you could totally do that. Do I see a hand, Beckham? What do you think? No, that's a little bit later. This actually is kind of a weirdo because it's technically negative 4 plus 0x, which is to say your change in y over change in x is 0 over 1, which means from here you would go up 0 over 1, up 0 over 1, up 0 over 1, or up 0 left 1, up 0 left 1. That would be a horizontal line like this. That's the idea. Now, there's two more we need to talk about, but we'll have to talk about them on Monday because we're just about out of time. I'm just going to show you what they look like and let you think. Y equals x plus 2 and x equals 4. Those are the two weirdos we need to talk about, okay? Now, when I say t, that's all we have for today, guys. So here's what I want you to do. The person at your table who is staying the closest to home this weekend, please go ahead and bring me your rulers after you check them for vandalism, and we'll call that good. All right. Those of you at home, have a great rest of your day.